So how has your perspective on teaching evolved since you first entered the classroom?
It's evolved with technology, I think, because when I first started, we were still using chalk, and we were still we had color. We had that nice little
Wow,
chalkboard.
yeah.
I think we had the overhead projector that hopefully your markers worked. We had the little what's that little clear sheet that you had to write your stuff on,
Oh, yeah.
and so that was when like the Promethean boards were just coming into education. So it changed throughout that because you get to see like I guess like they say being born in a generation of like the 80s, it's that crossover of where
Yeah.
education came from that grassroots of paper, pen, and teaching it that way to understand. And now I got to add some music, some technology, some this. Let's play this game. Like seeing that how it's transitioned. But I also think that understanding today's students, like the only way you stay in this career is to understand like students change, and you see that demographic of change every 3 to 5 years. It's like, oh, this is a different generation. These kids different. Like you see that, and then you see, being on the college side, you see how even the college student has changed. So you have to really understand like where education has went in your career. Like people who've been in it a long time, you can't still be going back to that grassroots of paper and pen. I think your kids are really going to adapt to that. Even standardized teaching in Texas is now everybody takes the test on the computer. So you have to understand like what am I preparing my students for, and you're preparing them for the digital literacy that they need to be successful adults in life.
Wow.
And so that's very different than when we were coming out of school, in our age group and before, it was like we're just preparing you to be functional adults.
Yeah.
Now I'm preparing you to be a functional adult that has digital literacy that can utilize that to be successful.
Wow. So no more scantrons. They did away with scantrons?
Boy, I ain't seen a scantron in a minute. When I saw, I don't even remember last time. Let me think. When last time I had a scantron, sis? I had finals back in like 2016, 17. Maybe then that's when you did the last. I mean, I'm sure teachers still utilize it, but if you have a better way, it's listen, a scantron test. Baby, that little scantron machine, all of us standing in line trying to get them finals in, the day of finals, let me scan. Then it errored because somebody didn't erase the whole scantron.
Someone didn't use a number 2 pencil.
Listen, somebody used the pen and you didn't know until it went through. So, that life was different. That was a different life in education. Don't take me back. Don't take me through the trauma.
When you said that the standardized now is everything on computer, and I thought, it was like, hold on, so there's no more scantrons? Like,
no more scantrons.
Man.
They're not scanning it through. But that's a human job. Somebody got to scan that through. Somebody got to stand there and send that through. And then, so it's a lot. I mean, a lot has changed, but a lot is still the same. But just how you communicate that learning to students has really changed.
Gotcha. Okay.